Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So these are the ingredients. Like, it's been like 5 years since I posted a video, so y'all take a look at all of that. We about to make some banana bread today. Okay, so I got all my stuff together. All I'm doing right now is putting my eggs together, as you can tell. Now, this recipe was just called for 2 eggs, but I doubled it. So, eggshells, no. And I had like some rotten bananas. Well, they weren't rotten. But I did have some bananas that needed to be cooked, so I did take care of those. So right now I'm just kind of like mixing it up, frothing it up. And I'll show y'all in a little bit. Add my little vanilla. And I put like a teaspoon in there. We got some sugar. And now it's time to mix up. It's always best to put your butter and your sugar and eggs together because you want that like whipped consistency. And yeah, my bananas was frozen, y'all. I had to pop them puppies in the microwave real quick. So it was nice. Oh, and see, look at the eggs and sugar. Oh, now I'm putting my butter. Now, I didn't have no salted butter, so I put unsalted butter in there. The recipe did call for that. And usually because it's, you don't want it to be too sweet. Child, I wasn't prepared, y'all. I just pulled my stuff out. And I had to nook my butter too. But you usually want everything room temperature. Eggs, butter, whatever you're working with. You just speeding it up a little bit. Now, after I put that butter in there, it kind of frothed up a bit, which is a nice little color. I love it when I put the butter in there because it creams up. But now I'm going to add these bananas, okay? So, the bananas, and they were a little still frozen, but they were soft enough to put in there. So, I went ahead and put them in there. Like I said, you usually use like, I doubled this recipe. So, I used about 6 bananas, if not more. Because I got a big family, and so, they got to eat. But I did do another banana bread because I didn't use all the bananas. So, that's what I'm doing now. And I don't think I put all of them in there. So, I put them in there to just mix it up a little bit. Now, when it comes to bread, you really don't want your dough is good to be smooth, but you don't have to be like perfect, It can be a little clumpy because that butter is gonna melt in there, but you don't want to be too clumpy because of course, you want it to mix. So I'm setting it up just a little high so it can, mix up. Now I'm adding my dry ingredients, and this is like the salt and the baking soda. So, when you read a recipe, you usually tell you to put the powder, the flour and all the dry things together. But I kind of like to put mine with my wet because I feel like it mixes it better. And I think I put like 2 tablespoons of the salt, or just a tablespoon. It might have been a half a tablespoon, and of the baking soda because it was doubled. So, but this is just like a random recipe I found online. It's not like my particular recipe. I love to like experiment with different banana breads. There was a recipe called Mama's Banana Bread on there on the internet. I used to use that one all the time, but this one's a new one. I can't cite her page right now. I can't even think of it, but I'm gonna get that to y'all. Okay, now see, we putting the flour in there. I partly put it in there. Let's see, flour can get everywhere. You hate for your flour to be all over the place, but I also didn't put my top on my mixer, so y'all excuse me. It was like 3 a.m, child. I was trying to get this done before my child woke up, but you'll probably see her later in the video. She got up anyway. But the consistency is getting thicker. And that beautiful color. Now I'm just putting the walnuts in there. I love walnuts in my banana bread, y'all. I know everybody don't like it. I like raisins too, but I didn't have no raisins today, so I just put the walnuts in there, crushed it down a little bit so it wouldn't be overwhelming. But if I can get a walnut in every bite, perfect. Okay, so it's about that time to put it in a pan. So what I'm doing right now is probably grabbing some parchment paper to put in a pan so we can bake. I put the oven on 350 because I have a new oven. So when I cooked this, I wasn't realizing how long it'd be there because it called for like an hour or something, but it was actually shorter because I have a gas stove. So whenever y'all cooking, stoves do matter. So just keep an eye on it. And this one came out a little bit browner than I liked, but it was okay. It was still delicious. But I did make another one, and it was a little bit lighter and soft. Well, not really softer. The other one was soft as well, but it was a little bit more prettier in sight. So I'm just pouring that real quick. You want to make sure you scrape the sides. I got to get me some more spatulas, y'all. I had to buy me some, throw my old ones away because they was all torn up. I love to bake, y'all. So, make sure you scrape the bottom and stuff. Like I mixed it before, all the other stuff on the sides. But make sure that you mix it really well and then, get all of that goodness out so you can bake it up real pretty. Once I put it in the pan, I just kind of leveled it a little bit, shook it around. It was like 3 a.m, so I didn't want to, drop it on the counter. So I just kind of like smoothed it out a bit and then shook it a bit. Okay, so what I'm doing now is just taking some of that parchment paper off. Because sometimes if you have it like laid out, since I have a gas stove, it can burn, and you don't want that. So I'm just kind of taking off the excess on there. So when it rises up, it's not hitting, the fire or anything. All right, it's that time. We're about to go ahead and put it in the oven. Oh, there she is, awake. And I'm just showing y'all that I put it on 350. And that is the end result. It was delicious, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy.